Hey gang, the Super Clean has been a cleaner and degreaser on the top shelf of most pro detailers, driveway detailers, enthusiasts, all the same, for obvious reasons. This for me has been the main reason. The gallon size here I split equally with two other products that have their own purposes. But there was one point here in rural Pennsylvania that I had to drive nearly 10 miles to grab a case of this. And the only other thing comparable in the area was the Zepp's foamer degreaser, but it can't stand up to this whatsoever. So I use a ton of this for engine detailing, for door jams, for the hatches in SUVs, and it makes a great spot cleaner for rugs. I have an engine detail I need to do here, so I'll run you through the process for what I use this actually most for. Let's get it done. Okay, we have an F-250 Super Duty. Before I even start the outside, I want to get the engine compartment complete, detailed, and looking like new. And to get that done today, we're going to use the Super Clean. The foamer degreaser is absolutely perfect for this situation. You get the strength of the Super Clean degreaser, but 100% of it gets to cling to the surface you're trying to clean. You don't see it dripping down to the bottom of the hood or dripping off completely. It's there, it's clinging, it's dwelling, and it's breaking down dirt and separating it from the panel. And just with a non-aggressive detail brush, makeup brush, all you have to do is run it across the surface of the underneath of this hood here, and it's removing everything. It's removing all the contaminants that have been flung up from the engine. So basically all I have to do is agitate it, rinse it, and you can see the little square that we did, completely clean, with no effort whatsoever. Alright, so let's get this detail going. I'm just going to generously put a nice layer on all the surfaces facing up that I can reach with the brush to agitate and get that dirt loose. Wherever it's being applied, it's staying right there. It's clinging to it. It gets a chance to dwell and start doing its work instead of just dripping down off the side of the engine down onto the floor. So it's hardly any waste whatsoever wherever you're using the product. Fender wells, door jams, in the back the hatches for SUVs is perfect. And after putting a nice generous layer on top of the whole engine compartment here on this larger truck, the bottle still feels heavy. It still feels like it has 3/4 volume. And that's basically enough. I'm going to bring you in and show you it is immediately starting to break down and lift some of this dirt, especially on the cross members here and wherever the dirt has had a chance to just sit there and kind of cake itself onto the surface. At this point, you can decide if you want to just let it dwell there and take a pressure washer and do a thorough rinse. I like to just use the hose and do a gentle rinse, but before I do that, I'll agitate the areas that I can reach with a soft brush. And that will be generally all it's going to take is just go over the area real quick. No need to get out any harsh brushes or tools to do any kind of heavy duty scrubbing. It's not much of an effort just to go over it, a little bit of an agitation, and you're ready to rinse it. And all this, of course, is after you cover and protect everything that you want to, including the alternator or the entry to the intake or any other important computer components. Some will protect the battery terminals, posts, and cables, but that's completely up to you. And that's going to be it. Not much to it. The product has done the work. So it's time to give it a quick rinse and then go ahead and dry it. I used forced air, either by the Troy built leaf blower or the air compressor and air nozzle. I have a Troy bolt I just picked up for a couple dollars at a flea market. It's got power. It'll completely dry the engine compartment in no time at all. No need whatsoever to go out there, guys, and buy a $300-400 Metro vac blower or whatever it is. Just get yourself a decent vac, especially if you're just starting out, and a decent leaf blower, whether it be one that's corded or one that's battery powered, and it'll do a fine job, guys. All right, that's going to do it. I'll bring you in and show you the engine compartment looks new. It's perfectly clean. The super clean foaming degreaser is it's the right pick for this area. It's the right pick for a lot of areas. Wheel wells, door jams, the back hatch for SUVs, anything that's vertical or upright that you want the cleaner or chemical to stick to, and it will do a great job breaking down dirt, grime, and some pretty heavy-duty contaminants. And before I go ahead and slam that hood, I'm going to grab some Stoner Trim Shine and just go over the areas that are plastic or rubber. And that's going to be it. Nothing to it. Engine compartment's done. Time to move on to the body. So, yeah, I mean, it's obviously a great product that is important for the industry here. So there are a lot of great videos from good channels on it. So I'm not going to beat the subject to death, but I just wanted you to understand that the product is important to me, especially the foamer degreaser being able to cling and break down dirt and grime at the same time compared to comparable chemicals that'll just run down off the panels. And there's really nothing that stands up to it in my world. You have the citral degreaser, but that's a total different process of use for me. So if you have any questions at all, I know most of you guys have the product out there. So if you want to leave in the comment box what you like it most for cleaning, tires, wheels, engine compartments, door jambs, etc. Leave us know. This is Brian from Apex Detail. Catch you in the next video.